The most important events coming soon to update 7.5 of Anime Vanguards that you cannot miss. That's what we're going to talk about in today's video because some of them are actually pretty interesting and also pretty overpowered. By the way, everyone, I just wanted to remind you guys that our goal is to eventually get to 100k subscribers. So if you're subscribed right now before we are at the 100k subs, then you get to officially be part of the OG sub of AB Plays. OG subs, people that subscribed to me before 100k. And I think we can reach it. So subscribe right now and join our Discord in the pinned. And let's get started. Alright, so let me just give you guys a brief rundown of the current events right now. Right now we have Merliones event, which is Lion's Arrival. We have Sundry Summer, which is pretty good as well. This one is an event that will actually allow you to get a ton of coins. In my video when I made how to get the fastest way to obtain Escanor Vanguard, I talked about this because this is actually one of the fastest ways to obtain Escanor Vanguard. Is to get these event coins and then basically use them to buy stuff here in the event shop. Now, for some people it's bugged, but I think it's been fixed recently already. And then here we have Recurring Decadence, and here you can actually get a bunch of these coins as well. But this coin is, by the way, different from this one right here. Okay, so yeah, and here you can use it to buy a shiny treasure, which will allow you to get a shiny of your choice, basically. Now you can't pick Escanor here. I think you can only pick the exclusives. You can't pick Escanor, but you can also pick the corruption crystals if you want to. Now, if you watch my previous video when I talked about trading, we learned that trading will actually include familiars, which also includes their stats, which means that if you want to maybe get a head start on grinding for familiars that you're going to be trading for, then getting these corruption crystals or elemental shards will be very important for you. You can also use the coins right here to buy some corruption crystals, and for most people, or for people that already have rerolls or already have Escanor, that might actually be a good play to allow you to prepare for the trading when it releases, because there's also going to be events about familiars later on that I'll be explaining on in this video as well. Evolution Madness, which will this is about Legend Stage. This one's honestly not as good. It's pretty good for beginners, but not good for people who are already advanced. We got Spirit Revival, which is Ichigo, which is also why Ichigo is the one that I'm showing in my what do you call this, thumbnail. And yeah, you can get corruption crystals, elemental shards, and phoenix shards as well here. Or unrecognized familiar, which is a familiar from previous seasons of Anime Vanguards. Now, there's a lot more events that we haven't seen yet, and I want to talk about them right now. Alright, so right now we are in Spirit Revival. The next one is going to be Raiding Rifts. Familiar Folly hasn't released yet. I don't know why Familiar Folly has not yet been released, but right now we have Recurring Decadence, we have Evolution Madness, we have Odyssey Outrage not yet released. They skipped both Odyssey Outrage and Familiar Folly for Spirit Revival. Now, I think Spirit Revival is probably going to release... Odyssey Outrage and Familiar Folly is probably going to release after Spirit Revival. And this is probably because Spirit Revival has shops, right? So I think what they want to do right now is get these other events out that has shops. Like Recurring Decadence, I believe, has shop. Evolution Madness doesn't have shops. Spirit Revival has shops. So Recurring Decadence, Spirit Revival, these are the ones that has shops apart from the Sundry Summer, which has a shop as well. So I think they want to get those out of the way before they release Odyssey Outrage and Familiar Folly, because these are going to be events that are focused on number one, Odyssey, which will actually allow you to get more coins. But also, this Familiar Folly, which is the most important one, is one that's going to allow you to increase the odds for Corruption 3 and Corruption 4, which are very, very important for, well, not just Corruption 3 and Corruption 4, but it's important. Well, actually, I think it's just Corruption 3 and Corruption 4, but this is important for familiars. Like, I think Strange Cat will benefit from this. Burb, I believe, will also benefit from this. So these two familiars is... these two events are actually really important because, again, if you build up familiars right now before trading releases, you can probably sell them for a good profit when trading is finally released, maybe by the end of this year. And again, a good Burb familiar or a good Strange Cat familiar could probably get you a Vanguard unit because those are really, really, really rare. So That is why Familiar Folly is an event that you just cannot miss because of how overpowered it is, especially when trading releases. We don't know how many familiar events we're gonna have, so you have to maximize every single last one of them. I personally won't because I could just buy anything I want to. You guys might want to trade for it if you don't want to spend money, and this is a perfectly good way to do that as well. Actually, I might be doing this as well because this is just super overpowered for trading when it releases eventually. Then obviously you got Raiding Rifts if you don't have Astolfo or Yuhaba yet. Both are really overpowered units. This is a must try or must complete or must attend event, if you want to call it attend. And obviously something shiny is also broken because during this event shiny chances are doubled, which means that every shiny chance in the game is going to be doubled from every source. This includes world lines. So if you're doing world lines and you want to get Jin Mori shiny and you don't want to do the tournament, complete your world lines doing something shiny, and it's going to give you a increased chance for a shiny Jin Mori without even doing the tournament or without even doing the competitive side of world lines. This is really nice for those who want the most OP world lines character ever shiny. We obviously have Flourishing Flowers and Shining Sun. These are the most important ones for people who don't have the Vanguards yet, because during these two events, it will last for 2 days. The event currencies for both the spring and summer, respectively, will be doubled. Okay, so the flower gain, which is spring, will be doubled during this Flourishing Flowers, and for Shining Sun, Ice Tea, which is the summer currency, will be doubled as well. So this means that you can get a ton of currencies and you can probably get Escanor so much faster during these 2 days. I reckon, like for example, right now to get to Pity will take about 100 hours. If you do your grinding during Shining Sun, it will take half that. Okay, I don't know if the math is correct, but I think it should take less than, it should take half because obviously you're getting double, so it should take half, right? Or maybe even faster if you're doing portals and you're getting very lucky with the chests. So yeah, that's pretty much it for the most important events. The most important one is obviously these Familiar Folly, very important. Odyssey Outrage is important for getting crystals for corrupting your familiars, and again, this is OP for trading eventually. And then Raiding Rift is OP for people who don't have the Rift units yet, but it's basically the most overpowered is Odyssey Outrage, Familiar Folly, then you have Something Shiny, and then Flourishing Flowers and Shining Sun. Those are the 5 most OP events that you cannot miss in Anime Vanguards Update 7.5, because these, we don't know if they're ever going to repeat these events. We don't know if they're ever going to repeat a Familiar Folly type event for Update 8. So it's best to maximize it while it's happening during those 3 days. That's pretty much it. If you enjoyed this video, guys, don't forget to like and subscribe. And yeah, that's gonna be it, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.